Yeah, hello, I'm back for another rant video. This just happened a little while ago, and it's fresh in my mind, so I figured take out the camera and start recording. All right, I met a friend of mine for breakfast. Really nice guy, I like him a lot. The thing is, he's very pushy. He can be too much and intense a lot, you know? And he did that today. He's even older than me, but he just has unbound energy at times, you know? And what happens is, I'm laughing because people probably get an idea who it is, but nevertheless, be that as it may, uh, this morning we're there, we have our breakfast, we finish, and when we're done, we start getting into conversations about this and that, various topics, and he just starts to bring up the idea of women who have like certain surgical procedures on their face lifts and things, and they don't look as good as they did. They do a bad job. And then he starts talking about how women sometimes look totally different without makeup compared to when they do have makeup. But he had an exception. He brought up Lady Gaga. He said, you know who looked good without makeup, actually? Lady Gaga. I said, did you ever see the movie, he asked me, A Star is Born, with Lady Gaga? And I said, no, I haven't. And he says, you haven't? How could you not have seen A Star is Born? It's a great movie. And I said, no, I haven't seen it. He goes, I thought you liked movies. He says, and I said, I do, but I just haven't seen that one. I haven't seen every movie. Oh, man, he goes, you don't know what you're missing. This is a great film. He goes, you got to see it. You have to see it. And I said, well, I have no real interest in it, to tell you the truth. He goes, Bradley Cooper's in it. Do you know Bradley Cooper? I said, no, I don't. He goes, you don't know Bradley Cooper? He said, well, he goes, here, I'll show you what he looks like. You got to know Bradley Cooper. He says, so he gets a phone, gets his picture, shows it to me. He said, I don't recognize him. He goes, oh, man. He goes, well, I don't understand. And I said, look, a lot of newer movies, and this is what I found out later, this is from 2018. I'm just not as interested. I don't really gravitate towards newer movies, although I have seen newer movies that are good. But it depends on what interests me or not, and this doesn't. And this guy wouldn't take no for an answer. He really was getting intense about it. And he said, I don't understand. You're a movie guy. You're not interested in this. He says, I don't get it. He goes, this is fantastic. Ask anybody. Anybody you ask, they'll tell you this is a great movie. He goes, you know what I'm going to do? He goes, I'm going to freaking lock you in a room, and I'm going to force you to watch this movie. He's kidding, of course, but I didn't know because he was getting intense. He wouldn't take no for an answer. I didn't accept that. I just had no curiosity or no interest in it. He says, you're not receptive. You're not receptive. And I said, I'm not receptive? I said, this might, because I don't have any interest in something that you want, you want me to see. And the same thing happens not just with movies, but it could be anything. It could be music, a record album, a book, whatever it is, a play. Look, I'll be interested in what I'm interested in. You be interested in what you're interested in. Then we get into a situation where it becomes like, nothing heated, but it was becoming like a battle of wits, and I'm trying to explain to him what should be very common sense. Just because I'm not interested in one thing that you suggest to me doesn't mean I'm not receptive to other ideas. Maybe there'll be something you suggest to me that I have a curiosity about. I mean, I know Lady Gaga is a good singer. I like what she did with the Rolling Stones on the Hackney Diamonds album that came out last year. So I know she's a good singer, but I just don't care enough to see this damn movie. I said to him, if there's any movie I'm going to see of A Star is Born, it's going to be the Judy Garland version, which I still haven't seen. I haven't seen the Barbara Streisand, Chris Christopherson either version. So it's like, just, I don't, and then I told him, I'm not wild about remakes either, endless remakes. And he just kept pushing me. It gets me because he's not the only guy who does this, I had another friend years ago who did the same thing. We were watching some kind of movie, it was a Western, and he liked it. He said, what did you think of that? And I said, I didn't really think it was so great. He goes, oh, I guess you just don't like Westerns. I said, what? Don't tell me I don't like Westerns, I told this other guy, just because your Western I didn't like. You know what I mean? Don't tell me I'm not receptive because I don't want to see what you want me to see. I don't care. It's that simple. People out there got to learn this, And then I turned it around on my friend today. I turned it around on him and I said, listen, I could name 117 movies that I want you to see that you have no interest in whatsoever. But I'm not going to sit here and beat you over the head with, you got to see it. I'm going to tie you up. I'm going to force you. I'm going to put your eyes open with toothpicks, and I'm going to make you watch the damn movie. I don't do that to anybody. You're not interested, you're not interested. I mean, I may make a suggestion. Oh, this is good. I highly recommend it. Okay. Oh, no, thanks. Oh, all right. It's good. And that's it. I drop it. This guy wouldn't drop it for nothing. I told him I'm going to make a rant video on this. And he said to me, oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, make a rant video. It's a good subject. He goes, I bet you people in the comments will tell you you're missing a great movie. I don't care. I have no interest in A Star is Born. Okay? I don't care about Lady Gaga. I don't care about Bradley Cooper. I don't give a damn. I don't want to see the movie. You got it? I don't understand what's so hard about it, you know? Let it go already. I asked him. I said to him, it's Halloween month. I said, I'm doing horror movies on my channel. And he goes to me, horror movies? You don't mean slasher movies and things like that, do you? And I said, well, some of them, yeah. So not all of them. I like old, subtle movies too, black and white, but yeah, I watch some gore too. And he goes, oh no, I can't handle that stuff. I said, oh really? So I turned it on him. I said, here's a dose of your own medicine. I said, oh, what, are you not receptive? You're not receptive to things? What's the matter? You don't like movies? What's the matter? You have no imagination? Escapism? I started pulling the same stunt on him. It drives me nuts. Just because a person isn't interested in what you're interested in doesn't mean they don't like any of it. They're not interested in my case, movies at all. I guess they just don't like musicals. I guess they don't want anything to... Shut up! Rant over for today.